people of YouTube in the world. Never did I ever think that I would go to social media to talk about my cookie. But here we are. So I have told this story that happened last night to a couple friends, and they all feel like more women need to hear it, and I guess laugh about pubes. So here goes. I got it into my mind somehow that if I didn't maintain myself, I would not be able to see my son be born. I'm 9 months pregnant, so he's due very soon. And I couldn't get it out of my mind, and I just thought, okay, well, I got to do something about this. My usual bald eagle, that was a hot commodity on my body, was looking like a very scraggly and sick raccoon. It was time. So I get in the shower and I'm thinking, all right, my husband's out of town. My daughter's asleep. Let's do this. I can do this. I am lifting my belly. I am folding in half. I'm splitting, hiking up legs. And I realize sitting in the bottom of my shower that there is no way in hell I'm going to be able to see this Miss Priss. And if I can't see it, I'm not going to put a razor to it. A glimpse of this girl is coming with no avail. I can't seem to see her. Imagine that. And I'm thinking, I'm validating myself in my head. If I can't even see it, I'm definitely not going to see my son come out of there in the next couple days. Whew. So, I'm dripping wet from the shower, and I realized this is not going to work. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm going to have to set up a shaving station outside of my shower and use the sink. I decide I'm going to slightly lift my belly with my right hand, and I'm going to shave with my left hand. But I forgot the fact that I'm basically blind without my glasses. So the first part of this was setting up the shaving station, like I said. So here I am, dripping wet, and I realize before I determine I'm going to have to put my glasses back on, that the mirrors are fogged over from the shower, so I'm going to have to wait. So I have this big purple chair in my room. I'm sitting here with all my hairy glory, naked, wet, not super afraid, but, I am sitting here naked, waiting on mirrors to defrost, because I'm going to have to look in the mirror to see what I'm doing down there, because even still holding it up, the mirror can see it, but I can't get my fat head down far enough to be able to see what I'm doing. So, all right, now we're in front of the mirror. The mirrors are not defrosted, but unfogged, and I begin this daunting task against the beast. If you got yourself a lady that takes care of herself the whole time throughout her entire pregnancy, you better be putting it the F down for that woman, because it has taken a lot of work even just to get to the point where I'm ready to do this. I can't see anything. I'm holding up my belly with my elbow pit because I got to use one hand to pull the skin tight so that it's nice, smooth shave and doesn't hurt. And so the whole thing is awkward. I get my glasses, and I'm running down the stairs and up the stairs to get this towel. Literally, probably never gone up and down the stairs this fast in my life. But when you're pregnant, you got Canadian bacon style nipples and cellulite sloshing around. I'm dripping soap from my Netherlands. I'm running up and down those stairs. This would have been a sight to see if my husband had cameras around this place, or if somebody broke in right at that moment I was going up and down the stairs, because I am not at my best right now. And if you got a woman that's pregnant and she's still super sexy and doesn't have to run up and down the stairs naked trying to shave her vagina, man, You better love that woman. Anyways, I get back upstairs. This is just really is not a pretty experience, but you know, as a lot of people know, hard work is rarely pretty. I get about halfway through before my sink clogs, and I can't get the stopper drain up to be able to pull out all this fuzz. So what does that mean in the tri-level townhome? I gotta take another trip downstairs for the tools to be able to unclog my sink. This time, on my trip downstairs, my vagina is resembling something of maybe Two-Face from the Batman comics, you know? Like half bald, half scraggly, a little bloody. That's what I think my vagina looks like at this point in time when I grab that screwdriver, but I'll be damned if I'm going to put this much effort into doing it while my husband's out of town for him to come home and me have to tell him why the sink is clogged. It mortifies me to death thinking about him even imagining half of this ordeal. I would rather do anything else than for, literally, I'm not the I would you rather girl because I think her name is Heather. She's so funny. I don't know what I would rather do. Literally anything else than have my husband scrape my pubes out of my bathroom sink. A process that usually takes me all of about 12 minutes has now prolonged for almost an hour. I am a little bit bloody. I'm itching. There's pubes on everything in my bathroom somehow. I'm not sure how. I really don't know at this point. I must have dang blacked out trying to get this done, and I decide, I'm like, all right, I gotta take a shower, but I want to wipe all this stuff up first so that when I get out of the shower, I can just lotion up and go to bed, because this has been really stressful for me. I decide the best way to do this is going to be with dry toilet paper, because everything's just a little bit kind of dewy in the bathroom at this point. So I can just use that dry toilet paper to my advantage because it'll soak up the dew and the pubes. I go to get a piece of some toilet paper. Guess whose toilet paper roll is empty at this point in time in my night. So cold shower over, experience over. I'm a little out of breath because that was a lot of work for, you know, someone who's 9 months pregnant, running so many stairs and bending and lifting and folding. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, my husband's pretty lucky to have me because my vagina is so good that it wore me the f*** out. That's pretty good. It doesn't end there, folks. When you're pregnant, you wake up a lot in the last trimester throughout the night because you have to use the restroom. Well, in one of these times, I was still half asleep enough that my fingers went through the toilet paper that I had specifically brought up earlier. And it's at this point that I realized I forgot to shave my asshole. So everybody likes a story with a happy ending, so here's a couple happy endings to this story. First and foremost, my own personal Air Force One has been maintained and properly landscaped for the birth of our son here whenever he decides to come. My sweet, sweet OBGYN has been gifted a hairy landing strip or more like a guided path for what she will be stitching up after this 50-pound baby comes out of me. And he must be 50 pounds the way I'm carrying. So there's 2 happy endings to this story, which means that it's a pretty good story, and it was a job well done on my part. It wasn't half-assed at all. You get it? Have a good night.